Hi guys, Josie here. I just wanted to do a quick update on Mounjaro. Um, Basically, right now I've taken my third dose of 7.5 milligram, and with the first two doses, it did loosen the constipation is no longer there, but it did loosen the stool a bit. Um, with my first and second dose, it was okay. Now with my third dose, what I'm finding is that I'm tired. Last night I went to bed at 8 o'clock and I got up at 6:30 this morning. Sorry, I'm in my hair salon right now. Um, so I got up at 6:30 this morning, so I had a good sleep there. But I was really sore all over from a gym workout I did, and I was lifting weights. I think I started with a little bit too heavy of weights. I started with 25, and I used my Bowflex Blazer, which I already have in my basement. So I did about an hour with about 9 or 10 exercises, and I only did 12 reps of each, but I used 25 pounds, which was way too much. I think I'm going to have to go back down like to 15 or 20 pounds uh, just to get that started. And my ribs were really, really sore yesterday. So the sleep did me good. I'm still tired today though, but not as exhausted as I was yesterday. Um, what else has happened? I haven't lost more weight. I'm still at 4 pounds lost. So I go up to 3.2 and then I go back down to 4 lost. Go down to 3.2 and then I go back up to 4 lost. So there's nothing major happening on that end yet. However, I woke up the night before last, at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I took my blood sugar and it was down to 6.7. I haven't been at 6.7 in months. So, months, actually more than that, but probably at least a year when I was in the hospital or last January. So that was the first for me to be that low, and my body actually was shaking because my blood sugar is not used to being that low. So to me, it was like I was getting a low blood sugar reading. So hands were shaking like this, and anyway, so I went back to bed, and I woke up 2 hours later that morning, and my blood sugar was back up to 8.7. So it just goes to show you that when your body thinks it's going to wake up, it shoots cortisol, right? And the cortisol makes it so that your body will shoot out the sugar. So blood sugar goes up. Now, because you're sleeping, you're not using muscles, so it can't get rid of it, right? So it just stays in your blood. Anyway, so yesterday all day I was around the 7.5 mark, I'd say. I was checking it, but I didn't eat much in the morning. And at lunch, then I had noodles, like a faux soup there, so there was noodles in that. So of course I didn't even bother to check because I knew my blood sugar would go back up. And I didn't check it this morning either because I had a small piece like this of cake last night, like this small tuxedo cake. So I already know my blood sugar is high. With one piece of cake, my blood sugar is high. I cannot eat any sugar. It just does not want to work with me, sugar. Anyway, so I'm going to go home today and do another workout. I'm going to try that. Maybe it'll kickstart my weight loss. I don't know. Nothing seems to be working, but it is helping with my blood glucose, which was the whole point of taking Mounjaro. I'm going to keep up with the 7.5 for next shot, and after that I will go back up to the 10. I'm just a little bit afraid that my stool will get too loose. That's the only thing that scares me. And I always have a headache the night I take my shot. So I took it on Wednesday. We're Friday morning now. And the night I woke up with low blood sugar was the night I took the shot of Mounjaro. So be aware of that. And what else did I want to mention here? You have to work out with Mounjaro, and try to do weights to up your muscle mass, because like especially at our age, like I'm going to be 60 years old soon. uh, I'm losing a lot of muscle. What used to be easy isn't anymore, and everything's a big effort, and I'm tired and I'm sore. Every time I do use my muscles, they're sore. So you got to stay in shape. If you're young, make sure you maintain your workouts. It goes so fast. One day you're in the bathtub and everything's fine, and you go to get up and everything's fine. The next time you go to take a bath, oh, I got to get on my knees to get up. Oh, would you look at that? I don't have my arm strength anymore to lift me up. Oh, so that's basically what happens. And it doesn't get any better. So you got to do your squats, and you got to do your horse squats, they call them, horse stance. Yeah. And the Japanese have it right. They sit on the floor to eat. Even if they put a cushion under them, they sit on the floor. So that makes them have to do a squat every time they eat. So, and gardening, same thing. So I'm paying more attention to how the Japanese live, because I find that, even getting out of bed, if they're sleeping on the floor, they have to get up off the floor. Now they have beds, but back in the day they didn't, and some still sleep on the floor. So, a tatami and a small futon on the floor or whatever, it forces you to get up. So, we have modern commodities, but I'm not so sure that they're commodities. Anyway, so I didn't want to keep you on here too long today. I just wanted to do a little update. So we are January the 9th. Oh, and by the way, my little dog, her birthday was yesterday. She's 13 years old now. My little Misty, the Yorkie. Yeah. So she had her birthday yesterday. That's why I had a little piece of cake, just to celebrate her birthday. So she's getting old, and, I'm not looking forward to her getting old, but that's life, eh? I have to take care of her no matter what. And it's sleet and snow here. Well, not snow, but rain today. So this morning it was icy, and now it's just rain here. And I'm near Ottawa, so I'm actually in Buckingham. This is where I work, and I live not too far. Anyway, so what else did I want to mention about Mounjaro? Yeah, I do get a slight headache after I take the shot. But this time I'm really tired. For this shot, I became tired yesterday. But as you go down the week, it wears off a bit, And I'm not hungry. I have to force myself to eat. But I don't see any change between the 2.5, the 5, or the 7.5. It's basically the same, except that I'm not as constipated. So it's a plus to go up for me. It might not be that way for everyone. But as for the not being hungry, it's basically the same. So I'll see how it goes with the 10. If the 10 is too strong, I'll go back down to 7.5. And maybe I'll split it into twice a week, half, I don't know how many clicks it is. I think it's 60 clicks. I'll do 30 on one day and 30 on the 3-4 days later. So 7.5 should be like 3.75, but it's not diluted, eh? It's still the same dosage. It's just the quantity is less. So I'll see how that goes. And if I don't lose weight, well, I'm very resistant. I do take insulin, so that makes me gain weight too. So I have to lower the insulin in order to lose weight. And I'm not ready to lower it too much yet. So I did go from 100 to 90 units. And before I go down, I tried 80, but 80 was keeping my blood sugar still too high. So now I see that it's starting to go down at 7.5, so I might go down to 80 units. We'll see how it goes this week. If my blood sugar stays low, I'll go down to 80 units, just so that I can reduce the amount of insulin, and that should help me to lose more weight. All right, so you guys take care, and we'll see you soon. I don't know when my next one will be. I did film myself doing the exercises and everything, but to me it was like too boring to watch. um, you know, you can get yourself, if you go to a gym or something, get yourself a routine and switch it up. You know, don't do the same exercises over and over. If you do them for a week, that's fine. Then switch over with a new exercise the week after, or 2 new exercises out of your list. All right. So you guys take care and have a great week. And oh, don't forget to work out and drink lots of water. All right. Bye bye.